Hi everyone, I'm Richard, and finally we can provide information on the upcoming Nintendo NX console coming in March 2017. Now hold on to your hats here, because NX may not be quite the machine you're expecting. Having spoken to a number of sources, we can confirm a number of things. It's not really a conventional games console like your PS4s or your Xbox One. In fact, it's more like a combination of these devices, the Wii U gamepad and the Nvidia Shield Android TV. First of all, let's talk about the gamepad. Well, NX is like a kind of standalone mobile unit. At a base level, think of it as a sort of reverse Wii U. It operates as a fully portable device with a screen, but it can plug into a base station and run on your HD TV. But here's the thing, it has a truly revolutionary design. Our sources say that the control elements surrounding the screen on either side are detachable, and these work as individual joypads. Think about that for a second. Local multiplayer out of the box, playable anywhere, either on the mobile screen or attached to an HD TV. We really can't wait to see how Nintendo utilizes this. It could be a real game changer, a seriously big deal for a company that specializes in unique gaming ideas. So that all sounds pretty awesome, but what about the Shield console here? What's that all about? Well, up until now, we've sort of thought that NX would be a traditional console using an AMD chip, just like PS4 and Xbox One. But really, it isn't. Our sources tell us that Nvidia's mobile Tegra technology is used in NX, pretty much the most powerful tablet form factor chip on the market right now. Now, the Tegra X1, it crams in 8 CPU cores plus 256 CUDA cores from the Maxwell PC GPU family. We're also told that the Tegra X1 chip used in the Shield console, and indeed Google's Pixel C tablet, is indeed in the current NX dev kits. So the question is, what's that capable of delivering then? Well, let's get one thing straight. In Tegra X1, we're looking at a much more capable chip than the Wii U, but it's not quite PS4 or Xbox One class technology. To put it into perspective, here's Doom 3 BFG edition running on Shield Android TV. It's faster than the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions, running at 60 frames per second with far fewer frame rate drops. The last-gen console releases also have a dynamic resolution scaler solution, and it runs at 720p and under, and that's actually quite a lot under the native resolution in certain areas on PS3. But the Shield Android TV version, 1080p, 60 frames per second, literally just single frame drops on the odd occasion, as you can see here. So you can think of Tegra X1 as like a kind of turbo-powered last-gen console, if you like. Top-class performance for mobile devices. And here's another example, Frozen Bytes Trine 2, 720p, 30 FPS on last-gen hardware. On Tegra X1 it's running at the exact same frame rate, but at full 1080p resolution. That's a 2.25x boost to the pixel count there. Now, assuming that NX is indeed using the X1 Tegra variant, we should also consider the advantages of liberating it from Android and giving developers direct access to the metal. We can see the advantages of that when we look at PlayStation Vita, which effectively uses an underclocked version of the same GPU found in the iPad 3. The Vita, now it's running on ancient technology by today's standards, and yet still there's no first-person shooter as technically accomplished as, say, Killzone Mercenary here. And on top of that, the 3DS and indeed the new 3DS, well, the Vita is sort of positively state-of-the-art in tech terms by comparison, and yet Super Smash Bros. On the 3DS compares pretty well with the Wii U version, bearing in mind the huge performance differential in the hardware. And of course Xenoblade Chronicles on the new 3DS. Holy crap, it's a really close match for the version running on the much more powerful Wii. And yeah, of course, Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's confirmed for Wii U, but an NX version is also in development. Now, Tegra X1, the GPU there easily outperforms the equivalent chip in Wii U, so we should expect to see an excellent version for the new platform there, and I'd certainly hope to see improved performance and maybe higher resolution and detail. Now, I think that the bottom line is this. NX isn't designed to go toe-to-toe with PS4 and Xbox One. It's more about providing a great platform for Nintendo gaming that you can take anywhere and play with friends without requiring any extra hardware. And from my perspective, it's great to have something else in the market that's just well, different, certainly compared to the PS4 and the Xbox One, which fundamentally, well, they pretty much do the same thing. But I'm left wondering, what's the score with the March 2017 release date? I mean, Tegra X1 launched in the Shield Android TV last year, way back in like May 2015. So what's the hold up? Maybe it's about making sure it launches with a big bunch of quality software, but maybe, well, what if the Tegra X1 in the dev kit is a placeholder for now, while Nvidia prepares new technology? Check this out. It slides from a presentation called Embedded Supercomputing at Nvidia, hosted by Alex Ramirez of Nvidia Research. Now this reveals that Nvidia has a new Tegra in development, Tegra X2, featuring 4 ARM Cortex A57s paired with Nvidia's own Denver CPU technology. Now right now it's used in the firm's Drive PX2 automotive hardware, where it's paired with supercomputer GPUs based on the Pascal architecture. But pointedly, while Ramirez tells us all about X1's GPU component, well, look here, absolutely nothing on X2. It's like they're keeping it a secret. And come to think of it, Tegra X2 is clearly out there, so why is there no consumer device using it, like a new Shield, for example? The Maxwell tech in Tegra X1 is really good, but Pascal is better. Possibly 2x better and more power efficient too. So yeah, maybe the X2 is using that. It would be a perfect fit for a mobile games machine. So yeah, I don't know. This is all speculation on my part because everything I've heard from sources points to Tegra X1. But X2 would be more powerful and it would bring us closer to PS4 and Xbox One performance in a mobile form factor. And this may explain why we're looking at a March 2017 release for the NX. Okay, so beyond that, what else do we know about the NX? Well, there are still a lot of unknowns. Screen resolution, for example. This will play a big part in defining what the Tegra chip can achieve visually. But beyond that, we do know that cartridges are a lock, and we can assume that digital delivery will be an option for gaming, just as it is with the current Nintendo systems. We'll keep you updated with more NX news as we get it. But that's all we've got for now. Please let us know what you think about all of this in the comments below, and do like and subscribe to support the work we do here at Digital Foundry. Thanks for watching.